I think it's running. Let's see. Yeah, it's running on there. I'm just getting everything sort of set up so I can do this properly. I'm gonna do that because Twitch does not have a pop-out chat feature. Alrighty, that's YouTube one started. Let's see if I've got Twitch running, so to speak. Why does it still have my game as Sonic Mania? That's totally different anyway. Okay. Advertisement, that's a good thing. Maybe. So I want my dashboard. No, dashboard. You stupid bloody thing. Dashboard. Bloody thing. Right. I've got that open. That's working. Don't know why it says Sonic Mania still. People are going to get a rude shock. Right, left, right, up, down, blah, blah, blah. Yes, goody, goody, goody. Right. So, what do I want? I want to advertise that it's on. So, give me a minute. This is what I call bad planning. A lot of everything that was going to happen today was going to be hanging around certain phone calls, so. I'm going to stream on YouTube and on Twitch. I want my thing to actually work. It's having trouble, as you could tell. What else do I want? I want links to my channel. That's what I want. Okay, alright. So go live gaming YouTube, and the other one I'll get is that. Right. And hopefully it'll let me try and do things. A fair bit of things with a lot of leaks. Right. That's it. Right. Oh, bullshit. Alright. That'll work. Right. Tweet sent. It looks like everything's getting viewed properly. Dashboard. Promote yourself for Halloweeny. I'm shamelessly promoting my own shit, because that's the only way I get any viewers, because I do not think I'm that good. Alright, what else is there we want to hear as well? all I can do, I believe. Alright. Hopefully, it should all work out okay. They appear to be both actually working properly on the stream. Right. Plan today. Well, should be my proper plan today, but not much goes right, particularly recently when I'm trying to do this. I'm going to be trying to play some stupid creepypasta Pokemon pikachu.exe, and then I'm going to move on to something which I definitely know it exists, called the Pokemon Buried Alive story. Now, biggest problem with that is that at the moment in particular, I forget my camera's over on my right side, not my left, because over here there's nowhere to put it. I tried to download both ports. I got a pikachu.exe one, put it on there, and because I'm very anal about having a new computer and everything, I scan it for viruses. Now, adware, there was definitely adware in it. That's what most people put in their shit. Easy enough clean. There was a hidden, what they call a code sector, which only activates under certain conditions. Now, a lot of them can show up as viruses or viruses, malware, Trojans can quite often take a few of that. It's alright. Not unknown. You'd normally be able to clear it. This one didn't. This one had to get severely quarantined to the point in which I said, no, fuck it. It's going. Deleted it, scanned my computer, found out something was still there, so I've restored it back to where I know it was definitely, there was no such virus on there previously, and then did my checks all over again. It's all clear. Now, that means I can't actually play it on my desktop like what I would normally want to do. So, unfortunately, that's the way it goes. So, I'm going to see if there's an online port of it, because if there's not, there's always people's video channels and stuff like that. But I don't particularly want to do that, because then all the material they have for there goes to their channel, not mine, because I don't deserve it, because it's not my work, it's their work. I'm just broadcasting their work. So hold on. There's some people in today about trying to get some work done. I've seen pikachu.exe once before. I think it was on Markiplier's channel about 3 years ago. If I remember rightly, it was quite shit. I'm still trying to get back into streaming again, so to speak, as well. So me being on YouTube and on Twitch, hopefully I'll have both chats up. I've got YouTube individual chat up just in case, you know, there is something wrong, because sometimes the slow-mo can interfere with things. So I have YouTube chat up, but I've got the chat box widget. They're supposed to work for both YouTube and Twitch, so hopefully it'll be alright. So what I've got here is a little book. Sorry about the most of the black screen there. Oh yeah, I forgot, you can only stream the camera on one at a time. So YouTube will get my reactions. That don't really matter, because I was dumb enough not to try and keep my second camera. What have I got here? It's messy. I can't really read it anyway. I think it's called... Yeah, this is the one, right? This is a fan fiction, not the real creepypasta. This is just some bullshit there about what it's supposed to be. So, we know the fanfic about it, but we don't know the actual creepypasta theory behind it. Which is probably a good thing, because I've seen the fanfic story. So, if I go forward again... This is a fanfic. So, move the thing over here so you can hear me better. So it says, Red rode along his bicycle. It was a good day. He was in a good, had Pokemon powerful to the point he could do it. Ugh. It's bad grammar. It's bad phrasing. It's really, really bad. I can get talk of it. So, So yeah, he was supposedly stopped. Red was supposedly stopped by another trainer. Red threw his Pokeball, go Pikachu. Greninja used Water Blade against Pikachu, super effective as you expected. And then Pikachu used Bite. Pikachu's not a normal or a dark, so Bite should not be able to be learned. So he bit at Greninja furiously. Greninja screamed highs of pain, blah 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 blah. And then when Greninja finally slumped in his own blood, Pikachu turned to red with his eyes bloodshot. Once again, Red thought, run, because that's generally what you do if you face something scary. So he ran away from Pikachu, and wherever you look behind him, Pikachu was right there. Well, you would expect it, wouldn't you? Because Pikachu is still his trainer. Pikachu didn't have a problem beforehand, so you'd assume nothing was different. Tripped on a rock, actually surprised, Pikachu ran right past him. He tried to go to his house in Palette Town. I don't think Red lived in Palette Town, to be honest, but I don't know. I flipped on the TV. Reports of many wild, dead Pokemon spread throughout the Pokemon world. Experts are baffled. In other news, there being graffiti found on one of the walls. It looked awful like blood in big bold letters. It says Yukakip. Yukakip is Pikachu spelled backwards. Somebody trying to keep with the idea that Pikachu is now demonized and therefore it's backwards. There's some stupid theories behind that. Devil's Messages going backwards. There's quite a few songs I like, which if you played it backwards sounds really funny. Red took notice of this, shut off the television, wondered if dead Pokemon came from the wild Pikachu, filled with dread. So, the TV never mentioned anything about people dying. I have a problem with that because of the next statement. Started to tear up, and then a scream and a thump in his bedroom. There a scream. No, there is a scream. There a scream. His head shot to the stairs, worried about the horrible fate. Halfway up the stairs, he remembered something the only person he lives in when he's... It's not even real creepypasta, Rick Stash. I'm going to play it in a minute, but this is supposed to be a fanfic behind it. And saying how wrong it is. That's the thing. He realised the only person he lived with, his mother, got to his room, there was nothing there, so it's high and low. And then he checked the closet. What closet? His mother's closet? His closet? The family closet? I don't know. When he got to his... Oh, his room. Okay, never mind. His mother's dead corpse fell down. And we walked backwards, traumatized, tripped. And finally, after willingly standing up a little bit, he heard a voice behind him called Yukakip. He turned around, he could see the wild Pikachu, eyeless, with blood, Pokemon blood, and human blood dripping from his mouth. Now, the news report said that he only attacked wild Pokemon. So that I have a problem with anyway. So, I think, to be honest, I think Red would be halfway safe because he's still his trainer. Capture him, you stupid bastard. But still, anyway, so I'm going to have a look at the Pikachu game. I think it's on Scratch. Huh. I love it. Instructions, I'm a gay pirate, figure it out on your own. That seems a bit shit. I'm trying to see. Games Old has one. This game is in early access. HTML5 shit. That looks quite horrible. Why is it in Russian? I can't actually do anything. And it's in Russian. That's no good. That's the joint one. See, this is the problem I had trying to download it earlier. Quite often it was not it, but then it was all viruses, so I couldn't even... Roblox has it. Why does Rosblock.com have it? This item is not currently for sale. I'm assuming this is because of that it has a lot of... Yeah. This is Pinterest. This is only viewing. So, It's quite shit. I love it. They call it a physics game, and it's not. Sploder's physics game creator. I keep finding all sorts of fan shit. That's the thing. It's not really creepypasta. Most people don't associate it with a creepypasta, as I mentioned before. It was all friggin' fanfic stuff. Professional. I'm an absolute professional. I'm on a friggin' thing here. Apparently, J-Dub liked my tweet. I'm going to move that over here. Because no matter what's going to happen, it's going to be a problem. Loading game, it's going to be like that for a while. It's a thing. All I can find these days anymore are Markiplier's bits. Which is great, unless you wanted to actually do it for yourself. Games online free. It's a blog spot. This is very ad-riddled. Ugh. Yeah, okay. This is only a YouTube clip. Right. So apparently, the only thing I can really do is by doing this and having a look through YouTube. So we got Miss Love, Angel, Markiplier, Feline Gaming, Breezer Chief, Dorco. Why has it got alone.exe? That's quite shit. Plugger 3 line. I know I shouldn't really do this, but I know Markiplier did it. I've seen Markiplier's video years ago. Stupid ads as well. This is not entirely something you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be able to play the freaking thing yourself, but obviously it's not entirely easy to play it yourself. It's not really brilliant idea, but anyway, that's the thing. At least Sonic and Sally.exe, you can download it and not have much of a problem.
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome
Yes, I know, mate.
That was just a Pokemon I got. The TV show.
Okay, so that's a wild Pokemon he starts on.
Hey,
it's a shame there's some way not to like mute the narrator's voice.
Pokemon I got. What do I do? What button do I press? Okay.
So why does he have Pikachu all on his own?
Oh.
Red's not like that.
Did I won?
Yeah, that would have been about my same reaction. That's not supposed to work like that.
Oh no, not another one! Run away, Pokemon! Ukakeep's gonna kill you! Oh boy. Go, Ukakeep!
Yeah, so...
Oh no! If you couldn't tell, I think this is made by the same guy that made Sonic.exe and
If it was, there is a sort of hit and miss potential that bloke has, but
for the whole family.
it's still
all gonna enjoy when they see their lovable yellow little friend murder every.
That is such a horrible sound, isn't it?
There's like this horror story. I don't know what specific creepypasta this is based off of, but there's a horror. What the hell was that?
My thoughts exactly. That's a bit stupid.
Okay, it's not actually a horror story.
No, mate, I don't have
talking
time to think about it.
People in oh, wait, no, this is not what I wanted. You jolted me over to the left. Oh.
Why is it just like a sort of corridor?
So why
that I don't get.
And why is this looping forever?
Oh, it's not looping.
What the fuck? Hi! I died? What does it even mean?
Well, that theory is blown out of the water anyway.
Oh, okay.
So
I made the wrong choice.
He starts it all over again, all over
again. I gotta go
again.
make a right choice. So that is what that is all about. Let's try this one. I wonder if it will end in my death.
I probably would. Yeah, that's the biggest problem there is that, yeah.
God damn it, you son of a bitch. Stop doing that to me. You piece of shit.
It's not exactly quiet for me. I had to mute it down for you guys so that you could hear me as well.
That doesn't mean anything to me because I'm gonna be just fine over here.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet. It's just so very loud unnecessarily. It is supposed to be a jump scare, but why sort of continue it? It's just, why do you want to hurt my ears or something? Right. So that is quite shit. It just, you see, it looks like it's in a maze sort of thing. In the future. So, obviously no path is actually proper. But, there is one thing which I definitely know it exists. It's called Pokemon Buried Alive. It's not a creepypasta, however, even though it's in the wiki. It's not creepypasta. Buried Alive game. It's not real. It is more of a simulator more than anything. This hopefully is the proper one. Yeah. Okay, this appears to be the proper one. Can I full screen this? Sort of. This is just a simulation, you can tell, because it is in colour. The game it was supposed to be was for red, right, and stuff like that. So it's only a simulator, so to speak. So how do Roblox has it as well? I have to sign in. It's a thing. This was never a port or whatever. I think that I'm not quite sure where they friggin' came up with this idea. It was like something that they reckon they could friggin' try and piss fart about on. Let's give it cinematic. Okay, cinematic mode doesn't do anything for the ads. Your games will start after this message. Yeah, well, I want something more than that. Come on. Come on. Faster, you stupid people. I've got Adobe Flash Player, you stupid... Oh, it's not secure. Okay, so it won't run on that because it's not secure. This is a problem I had before as well. It's a ROM hack. You can normally do ROM hacks online as well. This is a fan fiction. Some of these fan fictions are sort of okay, sort of not. Lavender Town Syndrome. It's ROM hack downloads. I'm not willing to try and download it. If I get viruses again, it's going to be a problem. What the hell is Vist? This adds this sort of... Pokemon, Dreamland, Rustic. There's not much there. Just trying to find... Why did I have a Bulbapedia on it? Yeah. Okay, so I don't know why that's there. It's quite probably bullshit. That's the thing. Lost Silver and Buried Alive both never actually made it properly, so that's image there. So you can't really download anything without it being embedded, you know, it's stupid. Let's change it to online. I know it exists somewhere. I've done it before, but I know it exists somewhere. This is so many content coming soon, yeah. Shadow Jenny's Next Generation Crystal World redesign, blah blah blah. No. I wonder if I've got to actually tell them which one to go with. This is stupid. I know it exists. I know there was a playable version of it online. There's a Pokemon chat from Europe. These are images. I bet I know what that one's about. That text. Yep. Master had to do recalls on a heap of Master 6s. It's Minecraft skin. hmongbuy.net. Oh god. hmongbuy.net. Buried alive. This is just a video though. These are all just videos. And there's a lot of how to fight buried alive, but the theory is that there is no winning script. So unfortunately, I don't think there's Game Boy Advance. There might be. So Game Boy Advance online emulator. Let's see if they have the ports there, because I know there's a game called Sonic.exe. You see me play before. It's a virus. That reminds me, I got to change my logo again. Okay, so either that, or I gotta go with the thing, with the what do you call it? Okay, that search bar doesn't work. That's a horrible idea. GBO fun. This is the sort of site I'm looking for. Right. Buried alive. Damn it, there's different ports, so. Move back port there. Pokemon. Oh, really? You know, nobody getting the ports for it. Why did it split into two? Pocket, that's Pong, and this PK. This Popeye, Postman, Pat, Pow. They don't have Google later. I don't want to load my Google credentials into that. There's a heap of stuff I don't want them to see. It's game oldies. Ah, shit. There's a very alive model, so it's how it's supposed to look. I've seen the creepypasta story for that to make thing is scary. It is also quite shit. What a playable version of it, you know, not like this shit. Yeah, Buried Alive is real, but it's also afterwards made, so. Oh, come on. There's how to beat it. There's always a how to beat it. This is going to take ages to even consider. So this is supposed to be the,
Started when I was curious about what was in the code of Pokemon Red. I decided to download a ROM of the game and place in the Pokemon the journey. You've come far on the the journey.
Okay, so that's bullshit. The code doesn't exist on the ROMs or on a thing. It was not something that Nintendo put in, because if it was able to be put into the code, then it was able for reproduction, which means the lot that actually review it for rating and stuff like that, even though Nintendo would have been able to say, oh no, it won't access it. It doesn't matter. There is a path in there. So there's silly gaming. There's a whole heap of videos on it once again, but Professor Creepypasta is a good source.
Get more now with double data.
Get up to 24 gigs. Switch today. Boost
I'll
mobile.
tell you how much Australia has not gone. That friggin' notice is hard on the ears. That's not right anyway. I don't think that's right either. That's not right either. That's not right, that's for sure. There's definitely a fight you go on with. I just think the buried alive bit is an actual match. So there's so many different things on it. Let's just go with the topmost. Yes, I always forget my password. Shut up. Let's get past this lot. I'll tell you what, the music is a bit inventive anyway. Generally, if you hear something speaking to you underneath the grave, you either assume it's a vampire, somebody really doesn't like you. So you go, nah, sorry. And see how fast you can run, because skeletons can't run fast. Trust me, I know. Yeah, this bloke obviously can't fight a battle properly against things. It's not great. He's got Gengar. Problem is, that is what I don't know. White hand. So you'd assume it was one of the bloke's hands. Things like that, it's really weird. Why did the top stay normal? That normally didn't happen on the Game Boy Lots. Also, to prove it's a hack, I don't know what net that Pokemon was, but it's definitely hack one because it won't show properly. Quite shit. Finally, raw meat, and that's where that bit comes from. Which is quite a horrible idea, but the problem is that that's the image you see in the background. Normally it's the game over screen with that as an overlay in the background. So that music does not really play. In fact, it's quite... that music, if anything, I'd say is quite shit. So, unfortunately, this comes up with a problem. this has what we call the no-win scenario. Any winning or losing, it has to go to a switch. A switch in coding normally means you either have one solution, another solution, and then there's a default. Generally, the default is one of the solutions that is sort of mixed in with one of the options. So, let's say if a switch is win or lose, if you don't win and you don't lose, your default is you lose. Because if your default is to win, it's quite problematic. Now, Buried Alive has no switch. Which means if you win, the code cannot compute and therefore it crashes. It's quite poor, because if you win, the first thing you should do is come out of the ground, chase you, probably come up and kill you. That is what the idea is supposed to be. However, if you lose, it comes up with finally raw meat, stuff like that. But the fact that there is no winning code means that there has to be an if statement or while statement in order for it to actually compile and compute properly. That would have stuck out like a sore thumb in any type of cartridge. So if the code did exist, it would have been easy to find and to spot. So that I have a problem with right there. But they obviously computed it with a no-win scenario, of which as soon as you go through, if you win, fuck you, crash on you, and start again from scratch. Now, this is very, very useful in some respects. In fact, quite a few games have this kind of theory that if you don't win against a certain person, it is because you pirated the game. Very few games have successfully done it. There are some that have done it. And to be honest, I do agree with it. Because if you pirate a game that is meant to actually be bought, then you're going to get slack, you're going to get cut and pushed, whatever. But then the developers lose out on money. Unfortunately, this sort of stuff is expensive and stuff like that. I know. But pirating a game cannot always be the answer. Now, if you rent it out, or you give somebody a backup copy, you know, in case their copy gets covered in scratches or goes down a file, that I agree with, but not actually just pirating it. There are videos out and everywhere for people who've done this sort of game stuff beforehand, so you can't even say, oh, it's for a preview now, so you can't really get away with that. Anyway, that's it for the stream. Tend to be quite shit. Sounds about standard. But I want to see. You always have sort of stuff. Look, in the anticipation of trying to actually get things to work, these are two friggin' images that I got. I downloaded these images. Yeah, why aren't you opening? There we go. See, I've edited a standard edition just to make it look cool, you know? It's like, wouldn't everything look cool if they had a hat? So that gave me an idea. I'm going to look through. If you go to images.google.com, blah, 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 and go game creepypastas. There's so many different creepypasta ideas. So many different fan arts and everything as well. That's what I'm going to be doing next year, the Mario one. But you see all of this, and you wonder, how cool would it be if they just had a hat? Just had a hat, so I'm going to download the wallpaper on here. I'm going to open with GIMP, because pretty much it's the only thing I know how to open with. Photos, open with GIMP. So this would be pretty interesting to find out. So if I want to try and see what happens if I give them a hat. hang on. I'm gonna change my go live images. Sorry, not images. What am I doing images for? I want to go to my dashboard. All these are different creepypasta. And that one I think is Ben. Tails Doll was actually integrated into the series, Tails Doll. So I didn't know there was such a one for Conkers. And I'll go to my go live YouTube. There's such a thing as live YouTube. Jesus, that is really bad. So it knows I'm going live at the moment. So
Get more.
that's an ad. It is currently. Why does it go Minecraft? It does. No, that's definitely not Minecraft I'm playing. So if I go edit video, I should be able to. I want to change that. Apparently, my copy paste theory did not work. Now, what would creepypasta characters look like with a hat? Right, save changes. Right. So, these are all different creepypasta characters of different areas. I don't know why Evie's there, but there's Red there. There's Hero Brian over here. Hold on, let me zoom out a bit. That's Lost Lemon. I can't do that. That's the guy from I think it's Earthbound. You know, the game with Ness in it. Silver Horse. Never want to deal with a Silver Horse. The Villager with the eye patch. Tumbleweed Haunted. What's Tumbleweed Haunted? Hold on. The following reports of the ghost sightings in the abandoned town of Tumbleweed. Visitors are continuing to tell the unnatural happenings, strange feelings. Some visitors claim to have seen the spirits of the dead, others ghosts, still others ghouls and fairies. A reporter on the scene found no evidence, but we urge readers to send us reports of any unnatural happenings in the area. That's all cool. So what we got? Hall of Tortured Souls, that never works. Evil Link. Mario on his way. Pac-Man. There's WAD files, I hate that. So it's a creepypasta tribute. So what I'm going to do, I think it's on my vis, is integrate this hat. But this hat is no good like that. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to open it as itself. Where is it? Over here. I'm going to create a I'm just going to create pretty much a monochrome darkness one. Unfortunately, it doesn't really look evil enough. And redo channel mix. Export as logo mono PNG because I'll need it safe like that. Discard and now open as layers the logo mono. Right. This is a hat and sunnies which I put on a bed pretty much to take a photo. This is not the hat logo I've got like on Sonic whatever. Now I plan on making a new logo with myself because I finally bought an actual hat. And I need to redo my sunnies in order to play it right. And that's the thing. I wanted to become famous on YouTube for having a hat. Sunnies on the hat instead. Because I'm constantly having to wear these glasses. So what have we got here? We're going to have to resize it. I want to link the dimensions together. So Mario already has a hat. So let's change that hat to something like that, eh? I'll need to resize it again. That's no problem. Different hat. Doesn't look quite as creepy, but still looks bad. Right. Duplicate. We put it on the tails toe. It looks like it comes out of something out of a musical. Duplicate it again. Oh, look. That fits nicely on his ears like that. He looks like he's about to do some class, you know? Sally, she's got a water hair, so we need a big hat. Not that big. A little bit big. We might have to rotate hers as well. Let's rotate. Rotate. About 35 degrees. Put it on the back of her head. And resize it again. Looks like a flat pack hat, so it kind of works anywhere. She looks like an old farmer that went blind during the war. See, it's not too bad. Let's go back to that one and duplicate that. Hat doesn't really suit him, does it? But you see what I mean? The hat is very dark. It's very mono. It's very whatever. I can't put blood textures on it. You put a hat like that on anything, and it doesn't always look cool. Some, in fact, does not actually work. Oh. Let's cancel that. Undo that one. Let's go back to the tails one. Duplicate that one. See, it just either makes them look like a professional or just changes the dynamic of it. They don't look as creepy no more. What have we got? We got Owl from Winnie the Pooh. You put a hat on him, you can just cover up his whole face. But you see what I mean? A lot of these things you put a hat on. Even on Gaia. You put a hat on the dark Gaia. Like that. And it just changes the look of the character completely. You keep going. You've got red over here. Resize it. Because otherwise it's just going to kill him. That's a very small size. Very, very small size. See, you change the hat. And it changes the look completely. Look at this. Hat on Eevee. He kind of looks cool on Eevee. Don't know why he's in there, given the fact that the creepypasta thing never stuck. Right. Hat on the Pikachus. That one's a bit big for that Pikachu. Hold on. But you see what I mean? You can just change one dynamic of half of these scary characters. And it just changes the look to make it look like he's not seriously about to kill you. They look professional. They look cool. They look shit. So sometimes you don't even bother getting scared. So even on the Dark Chef, you put a hat on the Dark Chef, he still looks. See, this like just putting a stupid hat on different characters. See, if you even go on to the buried alive character like I shown earlier. So let's go about 200 because I need to see what he is. Oh, that won't work. It needs to be a lot smaller. See, this is why I had to zoom in a bit. Put one on him. Yep, definitely alright, liar. Put one on him. They don't look so bad. I'll have to rotate that one. Look at this. They don't quite look as bad. He still looks bad, but not as bad. See, this whole lot. And that's that logo. Right. Duplicate it. Put it on the old Mickey's face. Let's try it again. Duplicate it. You put it on Pac-Man's face. On Broken Tails. On Link. On Evil Link. Look, I'm still going. On the villager. He doesn't quite look as sad. He still looks sad, but not quite as sad. On Ben's Link. On Hero Brian. Let's put on Hero Brian. He looks okay. The stupid butler slash friggin' what's his face. Doesn't look as bad. I think you get my point. You can put one on Mario. One on Peach. Although she'd rather wear the crown. And one on a devoured Luigi. They still look okay. Still looks okay. So if you put a stupid hat on all the characters, they don't have their scariness no more. Where's the rotate? Need that for him. At 20 degrees. See, they lose their scariness completely. That's just by putting on a stupid hat with a pair of sunnies on the side. See? They lose the scariness now. He lost his scariness because you can't even see his face no more. Mind you, now can't really wear a hat. You look at Red down there. He just looks like he's putting his hat off ready to go into the distance. The Tails doll got integrated into the Sonic series anyway. If they put a hat on him, you wouldn't even recognize him as a doll. These two guys, they look like they're just off going to work. Eevee, doesn't matter. You got the Pikachus there. They don't look much different. Mario doesn't really change his look that much, but he looks like a clown now. Bracket Tail, Sonic.exe, Sally.exe, you know, they just look like they're friggin' farmers on their way to work. Darkville, he just looks like he messed up his whole ninja look. Conker's with a hat on. He looks like he's now back part of the original series because he was drunk half the games. Pac-Man.exe doesn't look any different anyway. And then you have Creepy Mickey with a hat on her head. It looks like that even Freddy Fazbear wouldn't even bother taking her. Guy just looks stupid. I don't even know what this fella is here, but he doesn't look as stupid. That's the thing. Even he just doesn't look. One last one. Put a tiny little one. Change his angle to 0, please. A tiny little one. And he looks like he's about to leave town. That's the thing. Herobrine even looks classy. You put a stupid hat on him, they lose their scariness. So I have a lot of a problem with a lot of the creepypastas. You could do anything and make up anything about them. But as soon as you put a hat on them, they just look stupid. They might kill you, but they still look stupid. Now, unfortunately, I've got a fair amount of stuff to do today, so I couldn't do that. And because it's not really Halloween in Australia anymore, as you can see, it is now 11:05 on the 1st of November. It means that one of the games I've bought will have come out today, and I need a new headset because this mic here, if you can see it, you won't be able to see it on the Twitch stream, but you can see it in here, and you can just do that and until the socket is almost back in its socket, so it's nearly broken. But I've dropped it so many times it lasted me well for the last couple of years. Anyway, that's it. I'm sorry the stream didn't turn out as good as it was. It was, in fact, really quite shit. If I had a Bible one, then It will be better, but almost nobody had playable one short of downloading, and I got viruses off the last slot, so I'm not willing to do it again. I'll see if I can set up virtualware, like what I tried to do with Sonic.exe originally, and try and do it on a virtual machine type thing for the next slot, which will be Mario.exe, but that's not until next Halloween, if I last that long. I'll see you all in the next video, maybe.